Canelo Alvarez returning to the PBC against Jaime Munguia, cutting out DAZN and fighting on Amazon Prime. Say it ain't so. The PBC is supposed to be going broke. Let's talk about that in this video. All right, welcome back to the channel. It's your boy Fanon, and it is Petty Hour in my house, where news is out there that there has been an update in what is going on with Canelo Alvarez and his next fight for May Cinco de Mayo weekend this year, when it seemed that the PBC, run by Al Haymon, associated with Floyd Mayweather Jr. and Leonard Ellerbe, was somehow no longer involved with Canelo Alvarez because their 3-fight deal fell apart. Was reported by ESPN, was reported by different people. Seems that it may not quite be true. Surprise, surprise. It's almost like this happens on a regular basis. Not to say that we know what is going to happen, because we don't. And we won't know what happens until it actually happens. However, this roller coaster that the boxing media, the anti-PBC media specifically, want to take us on every other day should come to a stop with this revelation. Now, before I get into it, let me welcome you back to the channel. If you're new to the channel, please accept my invitation to hit the subscribe button. Hit the bell icon so you can be notified of when we release more videos. And if you're a longtime subscriber and supporter of the channel, I want to thank you very, very much for your continued support. It means a lot. And thank you to everybody that supports on the super thanks, in the super thanks of the video, of videos like this. It really does go a long way towards keeping the channel going. But let's do this. So, confirmed by Eddie Hearn of DAZN. This is confirmed by Eddie Hearn of Matchroom Boxing, who is the chief spokesman for DAZN. There are talks going on between Canelo Alvarez and the PBC and Oscar de la Hoya for a Jaime Munguia fight with Canelo Alvarez to take place on Amazon Prime. Oops. How can that be if all the news going around was that the PBC had lost? Sorry about that. Dogs went nuts. So how could this be if the PBC was going out of business? I have no clue how it could be. Well, oh yes, I do. Oscar de la Hoya, who runs Golden Boy Promotions and is the promoter of Jaime Munguia, just had a really, really big fight that took place last year with one of his other fighters, who goes by the name of Ryan Garcia. They fought an Al Haymon fighter called Gervonta Davis, and had the biggest fight take place in many years. A fight in which Oscar de la Hoya made a ton of money. So it seems as if Oscar de la Hoya, who at one point in time sued Al Haymon, realized, hey man, I was making a lot of money before when I worked with Al Haymon. I just made a lot of money last year when I worked with Al Haymon. Hey man, maybe I should let bygones be bygones and make a lot of money this year with Al Haymon and get a fight together with the guy that I used to make a lot of money with Al Haymon with, Canelo, and a guy that I'm not making a lot of money with DAZN, Munguia, and make some money. And DAZN can't afford it because Oscar de la Hoya said, I'm not paying $35 million guarantee for I'm not paying $35 million guarantee to Canelo Alvarez. Well, who's willing to pay $35 million? The PBC was willing to pay $35 million for a fight with Jermall Charlo. And if he would have fought, Canelo would have fought David Benavidez. Canelo didn't want to fight David Benavidez, but chose that the PBC had the money. Now, what are y'all going to say? So that makes sense to me that this could take place. Jaime Munguia is a better fight than what Eddie Hearn has to offer, who is Edgar Berlanga. Edgar Berlanga, the prospect Edgar Berlanga, who Canelo Alvarez would want $35 million to fight. Eddie Hearn ain't got the money to be paying that. Eddie Hearn wouldn't pay for Devin Haney to fight George Kambosos on DAZN. Man, that $50 billion budget, man, maybe they have budget problems. But I just have to say, I don't know what's going to happen. I don't know if it's true that Jaime Munguia and Canelo Alvarez will be fighting on DAZN. I mean, on PBC Prime. I don't know if that's the case. However, the people that swore that the PBC was out of the running with Canelo and they were falling apart, clearly they didn't know either. But they were more than willing to report it like it was a fact. And the facts keep switching. And again, what is this that they keep saying about this guy, Rick Glazier, that he's right? I think he was wrong. And I think it keeps proving over and over again that he's wrong. You may be getting little sources from people that are telling you the things that they want you to know. They want you to think. They want you to repeat so they can get in the mix with and add a lot of confusion around what Canelo Alvarez, who's a really big name boxer, is doing. However, I'll take the Jaime Munguia fight if it winds up being the case. Better than Berlanga fight. It's better than the Jermall Charlo fight. Not as good as the David Benavidez fight, but who knows, man? It may be a step towards and a better chance for us to get the fight with David Benavidez and Canelo Alvarez ultimately. However, I really wish we could just hit the pause, please. Hit the pause button, please, on all the news of the PBC's demise and the money that they don't have and the budget that they don't have. It's absolutely ridiculous. It's all that over-the-top speculation, which honestly, man, doesn't even make sense that an organization as big, which with as much money as Amazon Prime is going to do business with somebody that they don't believe that they're going to make any money with. Why would they even waste their time if they believed that they weren't going to make any money with the PBC? Why would they waste their time if they weren't willing to invest or take a chance at all with the PBC with the money? And they're just going to, it's no budget. Man, will y'all stop listening to these people? Please. How many times they got to be wrong before you stop listening to them? I know the answer to that is a zillion times, because you want them to be right. You want this organization to fall apart because you want just to be right, but you're wrong over and over and over again. And the people that keep saying, nah, I'm going to go with the guys that keep doing the biggest shows, the guys who have the biggest fights in boxing this entire century. I think they can continue to have big shows and put the biggest shows on the sport on. Just amazing how the guys that put the biggest, most successful events on are always the ones going out of business. And the ones that are not doing the big events, not doing all that, not coming anywhere near it, are the ones that, oh yeah, we really want them. It's almost like the guys that aren't making it are putting out a lot of media reports about the people that are making it so that they can fake it until they make it. But that's my take on the matter. You let me know what you think in the comment section. And with that, I'm out. Deuces.